What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 5 NHL 21 San Jose Sharks Franchise Mode Series. If you guys missed the last episode, I would highly recommend checking it out. As spoilers, we won the Stanley Cup. Not too bad, I think, for the fourth season. If you guys remember the first episode, or even just what the San Jose Sharks look like right now, a ton of just terrible anchor contracts. Brent Burns, Erik Karlsson, Edward Vlasic, even Couture and Kane to an extent just because it's so much money for so long. So getting rid of those, giving us some flexibility to build this younger, better team, I think really helped us out. So heading into year 5 now, we have Kaprizov, Wennberg, and Meyer on the first line getting a +3. Bobby Brink there playing with Point and Johnson on the second line for a +1. Brink would have been Tarasenko, but I traded him in hopes of signing Matthews, which didn't pan out. He got like almost $15 million from the Blackhawks. We then have Wheeler on the third line with Beniers and Savoy. We actually have 3 rookies playing on this team, Savoy, Beniers, and Johnson. I'm hoping one of them can make a run at the Calder. Gambrel, Bergeron, Pavelski there on the fourth line. Defensively, we have Fabro and Sider on the top pair. Merkley and Pelech on the second pair getting a +5, which has been huge for Merkley's growth. And then we have Lambos and Mukama Dolin. I'm pretty sure I said that right. I'm actually going to play it for you guys right now from the Elite Prospects page.
Shakir Muhammadolin.
I think I nailed that. Shakir Muhammadolin. In terms of the goaltending, Gustafsson there's the starter. Wallstedt's backing him up. Wallstedt will eventually be the starter. Already 82 at 21 years old, medium franchise. So special teams here. First unit gets a +3. You got Braden Point there with Wennberg, Johnson, Kaprizov, and Merkley. Second unit's pretty solid as well. Brink, Pavelski, Meyer, Sider, Wheeler. Pavelski obviously getting up there in age, but his hands, 99 hand-eye, just can tip in those pucks. Wheeler was actually offered to us by the Winnipeg Jets. A bit slower now, but still good shot hands. Also solid defensively, still strong, so don't mind him at all as kind of like a veteran presence. 4-man power play there looks pretty good. Penalty kill here, we actually get a +1 the first, which is our best guys, Bergeron, Pavelski. Then a +3 on the second. And in terms of 3-man penalty kill, a couple zeros, which I'll take every day because 3-man's kind of the toughest to get a boost. AHL team here also looks pretty solid. They've won 3 Calder Cups in a row now, hoping to make it 4. So you guys can see here, pretty solid team. We have, it's at 5 80s in terms of the forwards, a lot, and everyone else is high 70s. Defensively, only 2 80s, but everyone else is high 70s, but Reardon, who does have medium elite, so I don't mind that. Hopefully he can grow. Goaltending wise, Alan Felt, 79 overall starter, Markkanen, 76 backing him up. So I think, we're going to be pretty good there. I'm pretty sure like the power play for this team, yeah, +3 on the first one. They're going to be another force in the AHL. We actually have like really good players, honestly, scratched in the AHL. The roster's just that deep. Now, Joe Thornton did retire last season after going out with the Cup, which is kind of perfect. Walks out into the sunset. So Pavelski's now wearing the C, and then Meyer and Point there are wearing the 2 A's. And next year I'll show you guys the offense, defense, and goaltending ratings to start this year. I think they're pretty high. I want to say defense is like 99. Yeah, 97 offense, 99 defense, 84 goaltending. You can see Larkin's now at goal night, which definitely hurts me a bit. But we're going to get started now with the sim, guys. Can we defend the Stanley Cup? Let's find out. And real quick, guys, I want to thank Raycon for sponsoring today's video. I've had a pair of their everyday E25 earbuds for over a year now, and I really enjoy them. They come in at around half the price of other leading audio brand wireless earbuds. Variety of different colors as well. You guys can see here, I've gone with the classic black. Nice little charging case here. Open it up. It'll actually light up to tell you whether or not it is charged. They also have a bunch of different sizes, so should fit your ear perfectly. Obviously, you not want these falling out when you're on the go being active. In the last year or so, I'd say the top thing I noticed is just the battery life. I believe it's like 6 hours per charge. They never once died on me while I was using them. They've also got seamless Bluetooth pairing. Actually, when I took these out of the case, I saw my phone there. They already connected. You guys can see too, they've got a nice noise isolating fit. So if you're commuting, whether you're on a plane, train, whatever, shouldn't hear like all the extra sounds going on around you. Now, you don't need a screen to use these. I was actually wearing them earlier today while cutting the grass. And with summer just around the corner, they'd be really nice to wear while going for a bike ride or a run. Obviously, you don't have the cord dangling down in front of you. Just makes it a lot easier to move. And I think I mentioned it before, guys, but these were actually co-founded by Ray J, and Snoop Dogg is a big fan of these. I thought it was really cool after he was featured in NHL last year. They've also got a 45-day free return policy, so you guys can try these out risk-free. If you're interested at all, click the link in the description box below, or go to buyraycon.com/TacTixHD to get 15% off your first order. Again, it's buyraycon.com/TacTixHD. It's kind of funny, guys. Buffalo Sabres right now offering Andrew Copp back to our team, but I already have enough good depth forwards, and I'm definitely not going to give up Nolan Foote. And Buffalo's now making us another trade offer, Colton Parayko, for Suzuki and 3/3. Suzuki's got medium top 6, but he's already 24, only a 77, looking like he'll be a bust. Parayko's an 85, 5.6 for the next 4 years. Honestly, he might be a good person to like replace Adam Pelech, but for right now, like we really don't need him on our defense. We'd end up just having like somebody extra. I'm trying to think Yeah, our worst guy is Adam Pellich, who's an 84, so that's a lot to give up for a 1 overall increase, and Pellich gives us a +5, so really no point. Arizona Coyotes now trying to trade us Tyson Barrie, but he's making almost $8 million for 4 years with Victor Rask there, and they want Reardon, medium elite defenseman, so that's another no. And we just got another trade off here, guys. I'm not sure why I'm getting so many. Montreal wants to trade us Brendan Gallagher and Max Pacioretty, who's gone back to the Montreal Canadiens, and I believe, yeah, he's got AHL potentially, probably sucks now. 78 overall, so yeah, not the best player. At least for them, he's not making much money. Gallagher is an 85 overall player, almost a point per game right now at 32 years old. 6.5 for the next 3 years. Suzuki and 3/3 are asking like for the exact same thing. I'm not sure why Drysdale's on the block. Definitely have to take him off. We have so many good forwards. Like Perfetti's in the AHL. It just doesn't make sense to take on that money. I'd rather save it for free agency in case there's like, you know, another Matthews available. All right, this is a huge one. Sam Reinhart, Andrew Coppin a third for Drysdale, Sostrom, and 2/3. Reinhart though making 9.5, and he's only 87. Honestly kind of expensive for an 87. And we're nothing in December here, guys. They 24-10-4 records are playing quite well. What is that? 52 points at Christmas time. Wenberg leading scorer, 41 points in 38 games. I don't think he's ever been our leading scorer. Maybe in like one of the first years. So we're first in the division. We're not first in the NHL though. Predators there. 1 win up on us. The East doesn't have a single team in the 50s. And the Predators have actually played 2 more games. Which means we have the highest win percentage in the NHL right now. So hopefully that continues here up to the deadline. I think we'll have like a little bit of cap space, not much, but obviously if there's something out there, we'll definitely try and add a piece. Oh my gosh, look at this trade offer, guys. Arizona wants to give us Ovechkin, a 4th, and Paul Byron for Malkin, who's a medium top 4 potential defenseman and a 6th round pick. If Ovi still has his shot, I don't know how I can say no to this. 85 overall, 26 goals, 13 assists, 39 points. He's 39 years old. His shot's still good, but it's definitely not what it was. I mean, his slap shot is, though, 93-93. Hands could be better. Defensively, I don't think Ovi's ever been that good defensively in his entire career. Super slow, still very strong, amazing poise, so I think he'd be a really good playoff player for us. This Malkin guy, just solid defenseman. Wow, we took him in the 6th round back in 2021. Surprised he's only 21 years old still. Okay, so I don't need Byron. I don't need the 4th. I wonder if... Oh, wow. Malkin's just got way more value. Let's see if we can get Ovi at 50%. And I wonder if we could trade them Ryan Suzuki. 23-77, medium top 6. Like I've mentioned before, he usually ends up being a bust. I'm surprised his value is actually still that high. And it's higher than Ovi's there. So maybe 50% because, you know, it's almost the deadline. They'll say yes to this. Wow. I'm pretty sure we got Suzuki as a free agent. Turned him into Ovechkin. Not bad. So after that trade, guys, our team is looking nice. First line now, Kaprizov, Wenberg, Meyer, still getting the +3. We have Bobby Brink, Point, and Ovechkin on the second line, also getting a +3. Same with Wheeler, Beniers, and Savoy on the third line getting a +3. Then we have Pavelski, Bergeron, and Johnson getting a +1. Johnson, of course, I didn't want to have to play on the 4th line, but when I saw we could have +3 on the first 3 lines by basically switching him and Ovechkin, it just made way too much sense to me. Over there, of course, left wing on that first power play unit. Gonna have him in his office, hopefully just clapping some bombs. +3 there on that first unit. Second unit gets a +1. You can see Johnson still on the first unit. He's also on the second 4-man power play with Ovechkin. I noticed too, Johnson's hands 99 everything. So hopefully he's just feeding over there. He's ripping it. The PK, we still get +1s. Johnson's actually in for Gambrel. And we're now at the deadline here, guys. The record of 41-16-4. I think that trade was made only like a week beforehand. So we pretty good team, I'd say. 86 points there, first in the division, and we're also first in the NHL. Wenberg's having a great season, 70 points, 61 games, almost all assists. So like I said, he's literally like the second coming of Jumbo Joe, but more than fine with that. So we'll get to this deadline here. Clearly we're going to be a buyer. Best team in the NHL right now, trying to defend our Stanley Cup. See who's available here at the deadline. Even after the Ovi trade, we actually have some cap room. Leon Draisaitl. Oh my goodness. I mean, even if we can't trade for him because his value there, even on a pending deal, is still at the max, could potentially get him in free agency if we have a ton of money. Shea Theodore would be awesome, 90 overall. Aaron Ekblad. Wow, what year is this? This is like 2024, I think. Apparently a bunch of good players will be available in free agency this coming year, assuming, you know, none of them resign. Borgstrom. I can't believe Florida essentially gave him to Chicago for free just to take Brett Connolly's contract. Darnell Nurse there. Ryan Donato, of course, former player of ours. Wow. So, I mean, we're doing good without an elite goalie. Hellebuck we still could get, making almost 9 though for 3 years. Ekblad, Theodore, Draisaitl. Like I was saying before, guys, I feel like we don't really need Draisaitl. Our forward group's good enough. But if we could get Shea Theodore to play top pair Seider, I think that'd be a big upgrade. He'd be our best defenseman at 90 overall. Very solid two-way guy. Offering up Fabro, who basically is taking the spot of 87 overall. This is his last year to grow. He'll need a new contract just like Theodore. Adding Malkin there to kind of bridge the gap between the overalls. Also a 4th round pick on our side. Ernie's just there for the roster spot. He's on the block, so hopefully doesn't really add any value on their side. It looks to be pretty equal. We'll see what they say here. Trades rejected. Okay, I mean, I have a bunch of picks that we've gotten. I would be willing to give up 2/3 with Fabro and Malkin to get Shea Theodore. Trade still rejected. Pretty far away, honestly. So this time I'm adding DeMeo here, lowly potential defenseman, Butsayev, medium starter goalie, and a 3rd round pick. All for Theodore. Trade still rejected. I mean, I could just do a 1st round pick. I think it's worth it, especially if we keep Theodore, and hopefully this is like a 31st pick. We also have so many picks. Probably just keep DeMeo at that point. I feel like this, honestly, 1st rounder, let's do just these 3 things. This should get it done. Wow. Quite far off. Are we willing to give up our immediately defenseman in Reardon? He's 21, he's only 68. If we re-sign Theodore, I mean, we get a very good defenseman. Abro Reardon, this is a big price to pay to go up by 3 overall, but I think Theodore is worth it. There we go, okay. Hopefully that was a good trade. We actually only had 20 minutes left. Draisaitl's actually off the market now, but still could be available in free agency. Hellebuyck there got traded. Very interesting. Fabro's actually on the market now for Vegas. The reason Draisaitl's off the market is because Nurse got traded. So our trade was actually the last trade of the day. Before that, Columbus, Arizona make a small trade. Florida there gets Jonas Brodin, James Schwartz, LA Kings, Noel Gunler to Boston, Dylan Coghlan to the Predators with John Merrill. Philip Tomasino goes to the Vegas Golden Knights. Elias Lindholm to Columbus. Tampa Bay gets Andrew Mangiapane. Calgary paid up a 1st round pick for that. Brad Marchand to the New York Islanders. I actually thought about getting Marchand because he had like 97 poise, but I feel like between Ovi, Wheeler, Bergeron, Pavelski, we should have enough, veterans with the high poise. Elijah Anderson there to the Avalanche. Shane Gostisbehere to Montreal. Adam Lowry, Iaffello, Darcy Kemper to Carolina. Wow. Sam Bennett there to Vancouver. Chris Kreider to the Capitals. Blake Coleman and Fax to the Islanders. Darnell Nurse went to the Rangers with David Savard. Hellebuck went to Edmonton. Okay, so they might be a good team if we match up with them. Ron Donato went to the Islanders. So a good amount of trades here. Carlo to the Colorado Avalanche. Thomas Hertl, Colorado finally trades him to the Arizona Coyotes. Jordan Greenway to the Penguins. And then Ryan Graves there, also to the Islanders. So Islanders are kind of stocking up, it seems. So let's go edit the lines now with Theodore added. PK Subban, available on waivers. 1 year left, $5 million. Only a 78 now. That's tough to see. He's only 35, but definitely going to decline. So after that trade for Theodore, here's an update look at the lines. Obviously, the offense is still the same. I think +3 on the top 3 is going to be amazing. Defensively, look at this. Theodore Seider to get a +3. So they're going to be playing like a 90 to 93, which makes the trade even better because Seider goes up by +3. Now Theodore's playing 6 better than Fabro was. Still have that +5 second, +1 on the bottom. This team, very good chance to win that cup. I think, goaltending is obviously the weak point, but I think the defense might be 100 overall now, which should help it out. The power play there, I think Theodore's on the second one. I want to say Theodore's playing a lot. Yeah, he's on the second 4-man. He's on the first PK. You can see the second gets a +3, but most of the better guys are on the first, so it kind of evens out. Theodore's also on the first 3-man, so he's playing literally everywhere. I think, obviously, it was a big price to pay for him, but I'm hoping it was worth it. So let's see what the stats look like now. Again, I think probably going to have 100 defense. I see Kaprizov's actually at 70 points, our leading scorer, 37 goals. If we have 100 defense, I'm feeling pretty good about this team. Wow, it didn't go up, but the offense did, 98. That's probably from the OV trade, 99 and an 84. So we'll see kind of how we finish here the rest of the season. We're pretty much a lock to be a playoff team. Obviously, though, once the playoff sim starts, anything can happen. And we're not the end of the season here, guys, with a record of 56, 21, and 5, 117 points. And I think we have a very good chance of winning the President's Trophy. We did win the Pacific there. We crushed it. Kaprizov finished with 88 points. Predators 105. Maple Leafs 110. So, yeah, 7 points there above the Maple Leafs. We'll check and see how everyone did. I like this team a lot. It does suck. A bunch of guys are on expiring deals, which reminds me, I wanted to get some extensions out, so let's do that after. Kaprizov, Wenberg 86, huge year for him. Of course, he wants to get paid. 74 of his 86 points for assists. Literally Jumbo Joe. Bobby Brink, 80. Okay, so I'm feeling a lot better now about that Tarasenko trade because we ended up using Fabro, of course, to get Theodore. Meyer, big year, 78. 3 years locked up. Okay, so that's good. Johnson, 75. Point, 71. Wheeler, 57. I'm surprised. He was playing bomb 6, but he got it done. Merkley, 56. Good to see. He needs a new contract. Ovechkin, 55. Okay, so Ovi will probably just be a rental. Theodore, 41. Bergeron, Savoy there, not too bad. Overall, like, obviously very happy with how his team's playing. Goaltending-wise, Gustafsson, for an 84, I mean, a .907 and 2.59. I do think, you know, having a 99 defense in front of him definitely helped out. AHL here, Perfetti had 84 points in 65 games. He's going to be going up in rating for sure. He's going to be an NHL player next year, no doubt about it. Allenfelt, so if we go with Wallstedt as a starter, I think Allenfelt will be the backup, and he had insane numbers. 32, 6, and 2, .914, 2.01. Marketing here only lost 1 game in regulation, but he had a less than a .9 save percentage, so I think that just tells you how good the team in front of him was, opposed to how good he was. So we'll check now and see who led the entire league in scoring. Andrei Svechnikov, 104, McKinnon, 104, Nietzsche's 102, he's up to an 89. Kucherov, Barzell, Marner, Tarasenko, Eichel offensively here. Dahlin, 68, kind of a low-scoring year. 4 defensemen, Carlson, Makar, Hedman, Rowensky, Boquist, Ty Smith, 59, up to an 85. Rookie skaters, do we have the Calder winner? Kent Johnson, there you go, 75 points. Beniers, second. So it looks like we're going to have 2 of the 3 nominees on our team. Johnson, I think, going to have to be a lock there. Also, too, I totally forgot to check. I think Perfetti might have won AHL scoring. No, wow, this Nelson Lawrence guy, 78 overall, put up 88 points. How? First round pick back in 2022. How did he put up 4 more points than Perfetti? That's ridiculous, but what are you going to do? William Ekblad there, 76. Getzlav, 74. Still 79. Grunstrom, I see there, 73 on the first page. So before I show you guys the standings, I just realized I remembered this after the Ovi trade, I think, and I totally forgot to do this at the beginning of the season. If I wanted to give out contract extensions before the season started, as I saw, you know, Johnson needed a new one, same with Beniers. And I think I actually checked it like at the end of the last video, but I was like, oh, I'll save it for the next video to do it at the beginning. Just I thought it made more sense. Yep. Oh no. Johnson wants money. He wants so much money. So literally, I didn't record it because, like I said, I was just kind of looking after the end of last episode. I think I could have had him signed for 8 years at like $6 million. For like 2 or 3 years, it was probably, you know, 3 or 4 million. Wenberg, Kaprizov, I didn't check. Merkley was already expensive because he was already high rated. Let's see. Beniers, I think I could have gotten like $3 million for 8 years. He wants 9 now for 1. Oh my goodness. I mean, there is like one thought that if you do that and you get them signed cheap, they don't play as well. Like the game basically makes it that you can't kind of like beat the game essentially. So I do wonder if that would have played an effect. It might have played like a small effect, but probably not too big of one. But yeah, that hurts. I remember those 2 guys in particular. I was looking at their contracts, and I think I could have gotten both of them signed quite cheap. Like I said, Beniers, I want to say $3.5 million for like 8 years. Johnson probably would have been like $6 million for 8 years. So still saved probably 50% on both those guys. Oh well, what are you gonna do? That was just my bad. I should have done it at the end of the last one when I still remembered. So, finished first in NHL. Let's see here. LA squeaks in at 18. Last the entire NHL. Vegas Golden Knights, 60 points. We just took Shea Theodore from them. Goals for, we're first place, 336 by quite a bit. Goals against, look, that's the most. We're also the best goals against. So, Philip Gustafson's going to win a William Jennings trophy. So, everything's kind of, you know, going our way here. President's trophy, most goals for, least goals against. I feel like we built a pretty good team. We have a lot of good young players. We've also got a lot of good veterans. We're going to have the poise and everything like that. Playing the St. Louis Blues here in the first round. So let's see what that team is looking like. Ryan O'Reilly, Sebastian Aho, that's right. Marc Dassault. Okay. Robert Thomas there. Fourth line 70s. They have a 73 Nyquist. Interesting. Defensively, they have Krug, they have Dunn. And the top 4 is okay. Sorokin, Mrazek, 2 goalies, both 84s. I mean, having an 84 backup doesn't really matter much, so basically the goaltending is equal. I definitely like our team a lot better, unless they're getting +5 on every single line. I feel like we are the better team. So we'll send the first 2 games here at home. And we win the first one. It's a close game though, 2-1. Second game there, 5-2. Heading to St. Louis now. Game 3, 4-3 OT win. They're playing us tight here. Game 4, 2-1 loss. We do not get the sweep there against the Blues. And we lose again. Game number 5. Have to win one of these next 2. There we go, 5-2. Okay, so put them out in 6. AHL team. Oh my goodness, they're actually 1 game away from going home in the first round. But they fight back. I was going to say, you can't three-peat in the AHL and then, get beat in the first round. I don't care how good the other team is. So we have the Anaheim Ducks now in the second round. I think just when I was going through, I noticed they had Josh Bailey first line. I assume Trevor Zegras must be in NHL at this point. So Bailey there, Lundstrom 88, Christian Fisher 88, Granley 87 is kind of surprising. Zegras, Pearson, Jones, Steele, Terry. So they have a lot of the Ducks that were on the team before. Mikheyev. Defensively, Fowler, Dumba, Axel Anderson, Lucas Johansson, Vatanen, Bowie. So Vatanen back on the team. John Gibson's an 88. Jonathan Quick there backing him up at 79. Interesting. So Jonathan Quick did not want to leave Cali apparently. I like our team again. Kaprizov was leading scorer there, 6 points in 6 games. So let's get it going here. First 2 games at home, of course. We're going to have home ice advantage the entire way. 5-1 loss. Luckily, we can answer back 3-1 win. Head to Anaheim. North Cal versus SoCal. 4-3 win, 4-2 loss. I swear the 4th game results popped up before the 3rd game. So it's 2-2. Basically, best of 3 here. 4-3 win. Got to win one of the next 2. Oh my goodness. Sim this one. Game 7 in San Jose. Playoff hopes are on the line. Come on. 1-0 for the Ducks. 3-1 for the Ducks. Are you kidding me? Let's go, Wenberg Meyer. Are you? Oh my goodness. I thought we were done for. Here we go. Bobby Brink. Wow. Fight back from the dead. 3-1 heading into the 3rd period. We win it 4-3 in OT. I love seeing that from this team. And we have the Dallas Stars now in the conference final. I'm not sure who's in the East. I saw Washington was one of the teams still alive. Washington, Tampa Bay. Okay, Kaprizov currently has 12 and 13. I'm not really sure, honestly, who this Dallas team's going to have. I assume, Heiskanen's probably like a 90-something at this point. Gurianov, Sagan, Alex Nylander, Rust, 87. Kopitar is still playing, 85. Ben. Their bottom 6. Okay, TJ Oshie, interesting. Heiskanen's an 89. Sam Klingberg. Thomas Harley, 78. Playing with a Hannafin is an 86. Okay, 74-72 bottom D pairs. We should run through that bottom pair. Ottinger, Vavalainen. Literally, even our 4th line is much, much better than their bottom D pairs. I don't care which forward line's out, they gotta be scoring against. Really, bottom pair AHLD, man. They wouldn't make our AHLD. So, we'll see what happens here. We're 8-5, they're 8-6. First game at home. 1-1. Bergeron for us, Ben for them. So the veterans. Ovechkin, still the veterans. 4-1. Sider, Savoy. Okay, so the younger guys get it done in the 3rd. Big win there. Game number 1 against Dallas. Hopefully we can just keep this going. I'd love a sweep. Not have to sweat or anything. Worrying about if we're going to make the Stanley Cup Final. So game number 2. Here we go. 3-0. Let's go. Pavelski, Savoy, Brink. 4-2. Lambos, Kopitar, Ben for them. 5-3. Strimbu for them. And Point for us. So another big win. Hopefully you can take 2 in Dallas, like I said, just get that clean sweep. Here we go, game number 3. 1-1, Beniers and Rust. 2-1, Kaprizov. And we hold on. Wow, 2-1. We actually had 40 shots there. Ottinger only letting 2 goals. Not too bad from him. Just no help from his team, only gets a goal. Our goaltending's actually been really good. 5 goals allowed in 3 games. Can't really ask for much better than that. Game number 4 now, chance to clinch. 1-0, Kopitar. Still 1-0. 2-2. Meyer, Merkley, Oshie for them. Do we get an OT hero? We do. And as Patrice Bergeron puts it away, the series winner, heading to the Stanley Cup Final. We're playing either the Washington Capitals or the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Capitals are up 3-1 and they get it done. So Washington Capitals, we have Ovechkin against his old team. Pretty cool. Kaprizov there, 15 and 17. We have a chance to repeat as Stanley Cup champions. As we kind of saw with the contracts, we might be losing a lot of this team. Again, I'm so mad at myself. I could have extended them at the beginning of the year, and I totally forgot. So they have Gensel there. Interesting. Kuznetsov, Sprong, this Curry guy. Backstrom's only an 80, though. Duclair, Verana. Some 70s on the fourth line. Kreider, Edvinsson, Carlson. Okay, their defense, 370s. Kakinen there's a starter, 85. I like our team better again. I think this team we built is one of the better teams I've built in franchise. So I'll see what happens. They had 41 wins in the regular season. We had 56. We had 15 more wins. It should count for something here in the playoffs, Sim. But, I mean, once the playoffs get going, I guess it's a clean slate for everybody. First game here, 3-1. Verana, Gensel, Crowder, Johnson for us. 4-2. Come on. Unfortunately, dropped that first game. We outshot them 43-22. Wow. So, almost 20 more shots. Kakinen just stood on his head for them. Game number 2 here. We got to take at least one game at home. If we fall 0-2, that's not going to be good. 4-1. Are you kidding me? Blake Wheeler. 6-3. Get a little bit closer. 9-4. Oh my goodness. And we basically had the same amount of shots. I think we had 35. They had 32. So, not good. Not good at all. Heading to the nation's capital now. Come on. We got to take at least one of these. I mean, obviously, if we lose both of these, we lose the Stanley Cup. 2-0, Sider Beniers. 4-1, Brink Ovechkin. 5-2, let's go. I need Ovechkin to be a player here. We had 49 shots. We're out treating them like every game. Ovi's playing his old team. He's got to tell us, what they do. I guess only a couple guys are left, though, from the, old team. Carlson, Backstrom, maybe a couple others. So here we go. 2-1 now. 1-1, Bergeron, Gensel. 2-1, Kaprizov. 3-2, let's go. We hold on. Pavelski. Look at the flow there from Janssen. So 2-2 series is tied. Kind of weird. Both teams won the away games. Now just a best of 3. We have the home ice advantage, which might not actually be helpful in this. We'll find out. So here we go. Game number 5 at home at San Jose. 2-0 lead. Brink and Sider. 5-1. Kaprizov, Brink, Meyer. And we hold on there. Kuznetsov gets one. It does not matter. So 3 straight after being down 2-0. Have a chance to win the Stanley Cup in the next 2 games. I love it. This team. I mean, we saw, what was it, round 2? They had the OT comeback against the Ducks. See if we can stay alive. I think the AHL team's out, so they no longer get the 4-peat. 2-1 for the Capitals. Okay. 2-2. Beniers. We'll continue simming here. Brink, let's go. 3-2. Outshooting them as well by about 8 shots. Outshooting them by like 15 now. It's basically all us, it seems, in this third period. Come on. But 5 minutes to go. Still have the 1-goal lead. 11 seconds left. Hold on. All you gotta do is hold on here. 5 seconds to go here, guys, before we're back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. And Ovi wins it against Washington. Wenberg. Little windmill deke there. That'd been nasty. And there we go. Gustafsson as well as our starter back-to-back years. I kind of feel bad. I'm probably letting him go. Gonna let Wallstedt be the goalie of the future here. But San Jose Sharks are again Stanley Cup champions. I mean, look at the names on this team. We were stacked. Like, our team was so good, I couldn't make a trade for Brad Marchand at the deadline because I knew whatever trade I made, we were losing a really good player. Like, we were going to scratch him or have to involve him in the trade. It just didn't make sense. And Marchand was still like an 84, like I said, 97 poise. That's when you know you have a bit of a stacked team. Oh, is that Ovechkin there with the gray hair? I love that. Kuznetsov, that's got to hurt seeing Ovi win it against them. Now, like I said, we'll be losing a lot of this team to free agency. I think Wenberg's probably gone. He wanted $9 million. I think, Johnson, playmaker, should be able to step up into that spot. Perfetti's going to be making the team next year for sure. Drysdale maybe making the team as a defenseman. In which case, I don't really know what we'll do with the defense because it's pretty solid. I really like the top 4, getting the +3, the +5. And right there's Wenberg, one of the best looking dudes in the league. I feel like they got that with his game face. So yeah, I'm already trying to think what's going to go on with the team. Kaprizov, number 97, getting the Conn Smythe. 22 points there. Really not that crazy of a playoff for him, but I'll have to look inside and see how everyone else did. And you gotta love this. Last year was Joe Thornton going out to lift the Stanley Cup as the Sharks captain. This time it's Joe Pavelski, so both Joes get to lift the cup as captain of the Sharks. I absolutely love that. I wonder if Pavelski will kind of follow in Thornton's footsteps and retire after this season. I feel like with the price tag they have, I gotta let him and Bergeron both go. I think it was combined $8 million. which is fine. Should, between that, Wenberg was saving 9. Should be able to keep, the rest of the core. Kent Johnson gets the cup first. Again, I can't believe 86 was asking for 14 million. I know he won the Calder and everything, but that seems a little ridiculous. Adam Pellich there. I think we have to bring back, because he just makes Merkley so good. That second pair getting the +5. Like I was saying, if it's time for Drysdale to get called up, we have to trade either Lambos or Mukamildin. Probably Mukamildin, just because Lambos is still in his entry-level deal. And his name's a little bit easier to say. Even though when I know how to say it, it's still just a, tongue twister. Gustafson there lifting the cup again. Like I said, he'll probably be gone because Wallstedt can be our starter. He'll be like 83, 84. And again, on an entry level. Meyer there with the A. I think that's Blake Wheeler next to him. Again, lots of good veterans on this team. Over there, the salt and pepper. He's got the white hair with the black beard. Again, very, very good team we built here. I see Bergeron in the back, but a lot of changes for sure coming this summer. And look at this, guys. I just checked to see our AHL team in the playoffs. They were up 3-0 to the Henderson Silver Knights, and then they got reverse swept. Games 6 and 7, both OT losses. So, I mean, they were giving it their all there to not get reverse swept. I gotta respect that, but definitely a tough way to get beaten in the playoffs after the 3-peat. So, we'll sim to the draft now. Again, very curious to see what happens with some retired players. Bergeron, very good chance he retires as well. Back-to-back cups, though, pretty nice. If we could also 3-peat just like the AHL team, that'd be even cooler. Minnesota there gets the first overall pick. Gonna be in the 2025 draft. Again, I mentioned I totally forgot like what year it was at the deadline because it doesn't show it anywhere. We'll see if there's any franchise players, things like that. Looks to just be, or potentially 6 medium elites unless this Cons guy isn't that good. Let's see. So that guy could be high elite goalie. Basically, could get him with a 7th rounder. McNabb, 65. We could grab him beginning of the 3rd round, I think. Guaranteed medium elite. We have a couple 3rd round picks, so maybe we can move up, get him. After that, though, really no one that's going to be for sure guaranteed good. Gems here, 59 and a 147. Low elite left winger. Okay, definitely going to grab at least the 149. And look at retired players now, guys. Anze Kopitar calls it a career after we bounced him from the playoffs. Ryan Getzlaf as well after having a good AHL. Blake Wheeler there, so that's interesting. He actually had 1 year left. Phil Kessel. I don't see Bergeron or Pavelski. Or Ovechkin for that matter. Wheeler's the only veteran from our team that retired. I think I honestly have to let go of all of them though. Ovechkin, although he was good, he wasn't really game-changing, and we already have a couple good snipers in the top 6 in Kaprizov and Bobby Brink. And then Bergeron and Pavelski, of course, were just 4th liners for us. Rene retires there as a free agent. Jonathan Quick, Dubnyk, Smith, Kudobin, Bernier, Ranta, Stalock. Okay, so we actually have a lot more goalies retiring than in seasons past. We'll get to the draft now. Keith Yandel there's a scout. Might have to hire him to find, some of the best offensive defensemen. And I almost forgot to show you guys the awards for this season. Right there you can see San Jose Sharks, back-to-back Cup champs. I love that. We also got back-to-back President's trophies and back-to-back Clarets as Campbell's. Individual awards here, Svechnikov, of course, the Art Ross. You also got the Hart Trophy. Ryan Merkley, James Norris Trophy. He wasn't even on the first page of scoring for defensemen. I'm going to have to look at his stats. I don't know. That's awesome. I have no idea how he won that, though. McKinnon, Lady Bing. Ken Johnson won the Calder, as we kind of figured he would. Kaprizov, Conn Smythe. Gustin there got the Vezina. I figured he had a good chance after winning the William Jennings Trophy. It sucks we're, letting him go for Wallstedt. Capobianco there, Bill Masterton. LA coach Jack Adams. Kopitar Selke. Svechnikov also got Ted Lindsay and the Maurice Richard Trophy. So Svech went off. AHL here, so first time in 4 years or 3 years, however you want to look at it. We didn't win. We did win the regular season, though, back-to-back years. So, yeah, AHL team, they're a force, even when they didn't win it this year. Individual awards at Lawrence got most points. Perfetti, though, did get the MVP, which is awesome. Lawrence also had most goals. Code there, we actually traded to the Marlies. Just as like a roster spot we were trying to clear, and he won Outstanding Rookie, so that's, good for him. Jamie Drysdale, best demon in the AHL. That's awesome. So, we have the best defenseman in the NHL and the AHL. I think that's a sign of good things to come. Alan Felt won best goalie. I think he'll probably be the backup next season. Sorted there, MVP of the playoffs. Perfetti also got sportsmanship. I think he's got a really good discipline stat. That's why. This dude, community involvement. Alan Felt also had lowest goals again. So, yeah, we had a pretty good awards season. And check this out, guys. I'm looking at Ryan Merkley's stats right now. I think I know why he won the Norris Trophy. Only had 56 points, like I said. Wasn't even on the first page. Plus 51, though. That is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that's why he won the Norris. And check this out, guys. I was wondering if Kent Johnson set any rookie records for the San Jose Sharks, and he did. Most assists there at 43. Matthew Boldy actually set the record for most goals as a rookie with 45. And then Johnson also has the points record there for a San Jose Sharks rookie with 75. So pretty cool. Wallstedt, 8 wins as a rookie, 2 shutouts. Unfortunately, it was the backup. If we would have brought him in, like, wait a year and brought him in as a starter, maybe could have broken some of Nabokov's records there. But we'll get to the entry draft here, like I was saying. Early 3rd round, I think, is where the draft actually starts for us. So I want to try and get that one guy. Carolina's pick, number 2 in the 3rd round, 64. I think that'll be good enough. Also, I totally forgot we still have our 1st round pick, because I thought we used it in the Theodore trade, but that's right, we used Reardon instead. So I'm going to offer up 88. We have back-to-back picks somehow. 107. And then we have, like, honestly, we give up, like, 2 of these 7th rounders. So they get a 4th and 2 7ths, drop back 24 spots. Trades accepted. Okay, I figured that was pretty fair. And I just sent our pick in the 1st round. So top 5, 83 medium elite, 1st overall, 82, 79, 66 high top 4, 82 medium elite, Ekblad to the Red Wings. Boston messed up there. Another medium elite to Buffalo. So yeah, that was that guy who, oh wow, medium elite at Arizona's pick, number 10, 66. Not too bad value at all. So our pick here, I'm actually not too sure who we're going to be taking. Guaranteed low elite Smithson. Could take him. If he's like higher rated, it might make sense. There's also this Zancanaro guy. Joe Thornton, similar style. NHL ETA's 3 years. Smithson, NHL ETA's 2 years. No weaknesses. It looks like he might be the better player. Like if he's higher rated, we get him to grow. Could be good pick. Look at that, 70 overall out of the draft. That's not too bad at all with the last pick in the 1st round. And next year, guys, I'm literally just being a good guy. I know I'm not going to bring Bergeron back. I'm trying to send him to Boston here to give them signing rights to him. Hopefully, he'll play his last year in Boston before retiring as a Bruin. And they reject it. Well, it says they have to have like so many skaters. So I don't know if there's another way for me to do this. I guess Ferk maybe has lower value, but he's not, you know, on the trade block. They do say yes to that. Okay, so there we go. Also going to try and send Ovi back to Washington. We're going to see if they'll give us a 6th round pick next year for him. They say no to that. I mean, I feel like that's pretty fair to bring back a legend. Unless I'm going to have to do like them another favor like I did Boston. Wow, they say no to the 7th. I mean, we have so many extra picks. I wouldn't mind giving up Ovi in a 7th this year for 7th next year. There we go. So next year, guys, I'm trying to get traded to the Florida Panthers. A couple Russians, Shakir Mukhamadullin for Gregory Denisenko. He was actually sitting out last year, never got a contract, dropped in rating. I'm thinking we could probably get him pretty cheap, and he'll have definitely a spot in our top 9, if not our top 6, after, you know, trading away Ovechkin, Bergeron, Pavelski. Probably going to trade away Wenberg too. And I think our defense, we have so many guys in the AHL. Somebody can replace Mukhamadullin on the bottom pair. We'll see what the Florida Panthers say to this one. Trades rejected. I thought, you know, it was pretty equal value. See if we can add our 2nd, 3rd round pick here. And one of our 6th rounders to get this done. And there we go. Next year, guys, I'm trying to trade Gustafsson to the Devils for a 6th round pick next year. Again, I feel kind of bad. He's won back-to-back cups for us, but Wallstedt's actually higher rated now. He's an 85. Gustafsson's still an 84. So he did much better than I expected, but I feel like almost any goalie could have played behind how stacked our team was. So we get a 6th here from the Devils. Trade rejected. Okay, I think they want him. We literally can't ask for less than a 7th rounder. I'm also asking for next year's 7th because I think it's worth a little bit less. Wow. There wasn't really that many guys this year. I'm probably willing to give up a 7th this year with Gustafsson for 7th next year. There we go. And next year, guys, making the Red Wings a big offer for this Tristan Thomas prospect. 20 years old, 69 overall, medium elite, 1st round pick, 10th overall in 2023. Wenberg, I'm not bringing back. Had to retain 50% on him, which is kind of funny. 1st round pick next year. Chmelski, just like an AHL guy. For them, probably could play 4th line. Plus Malkin here, 2267, medium top 4 potential defenseman. 2267 might be a bust, so I'm willing to, you know, give this package for the Red Wings and get a good prospect. Trades rejected. They say we're quite far off. I hate how like this trade's gonna get canceled when somebody makes a pick. I'll also give them. Geez, we've traded so many 2nd rounders, but I'm gonna give them a 2nd rounder 2028 as well. And the trade goes through. Okay, so there we go. Great trade for us. And I actually want to show you guys. I was looking at the Red Wings trade block. Jack Quinn's on it, 2377. So still pretty happy. I think that trade we made, like, he's looking like he's probably going to end up just being a low 80s, so not too big of a deal. But now we'll get to our early third round pick. Hopefully we can grab that guy who you know is a guaranteed medium elite. Low top 4 in Hines just got drafted by Vegas, so there's a good chance he's still there. And he is, McNabb. So what a draft for us. Making some nice trades. Roberto McNabb, 52, so he's a little bit low rated, but medium elite potential. I am more than happy with that. Now our next pick's not till the end of the 4th round here, but I still feel like we've done pretty good so far. I'm thinking we'll probably go based on potential. I mean, wait on that high elite guy. This dude the scouts like, 155. Whatever, we'll try it. From the Czech Republic. And it's medium top 9, so I mean, it's not terrible. Next pick here is 155. Again, last pick of the 5th round. Dallas just got a low elite there. Le Cavier from Quebec. Low elite, but he's a defenseman. I'm still willing to give him a chance. And he's a low elite. Okay, so that's actually really good. Next pick here is the 4th pick in the 6th round. Let's see who's available. Ooh, I mean, Jorgensen there, medium top 4, 50-50. Goalie there, 50-50, medium elite, 181. This Goldman guy we can take with one of our 7s. So I think we actually only have one. Let's take Jorgensen here. We can trade into the 7th round. We have so many extra 7th round picks. Medium 70. And that's actually our last pick of the draft. So now I'm offering the Avs 3 7s next year for 2 7s this year. They do say yes. I'm sure we'll end up getting, you know, more 7th round picks, whether it be through add-ons and trades, or kind of like what we did this year when we were just trading guys at the draft or whatever. So I want to take a chance on those 2 dudes. If one of them hits, it's amazing. If not, it's whatever. So the goalie, there's a small chance he's high elite. And he's high backup. Okay, it could be worse. And we actually had back-to-back picks there after the trade with the Avs. So this guy, even though he's 50-50 medium elite, he is ranked in the 300. So I know it's probably not going to be good, but you never know. Medium bomb 6. Okay, so I'd rather, you know, made those picks and they not work out than not made them and never know, or some other team get them. But still, I think that was a very good draft for us. Now we just got to get to that re-sign phase. Figure out what's going to happen with Johnson, Beniers, even Kaprizov needs a ton of money. AHL head coach here as well wants a new contract. I mean, the dude won 3 in a row. Definitely have to offer him a contract. And we're not the re-sign phase here, guys, with $54 million in cap space. Maybe I traded away too many guys. I'm going to go by position here. So in terms of the forwards, right there's our top 9. Not Pavelski, though. It's actually going to be Perfetti that's going to get a spot there. I'm surprised he's still only an 81. $775K for 1 year. I mean, this is ridiculous. I feel like he should be way better than that. Can we get him on a bargain deal? Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm going to give Perfetti 8 years here. I mean, we only actually do need him for, what, 5 more years? So might as well just do 5 years. 1.5 million. He put up 84 points in the AHL. If he doesn't grow, I think something's broken in this game. So Kaprizov, 90, is going to want some money. 10.25. Really, that's not even that bad of a contract. Let's see if we can get him for 9.5. It's really only a slight upgrade on how much money he was making before. Now, Johnson wanted to get paid a ridiculous amount. Yeah. An 87, like, that just seems so much money. Do we do the 1 year deal? Like, the money just doesn't make sense to me as an 87. I'd rather just do the 1 year here, because, like, there's a good chance if he has a down year, we end up actually getting him for way cheaper anyways. So we'll offer like 8.25 for 1 year. I'm still so pissed. I could have gotten him for like, I think, $6 million for 8 years. Same with Beniers. He's going to want a ton. Ooh, actually 4.5. That's pretty fair. He also wants the 1 year. I mean, I'm fine with the 1 year because maybe we could grab some crazy free agent. Denisenko should bounce back, and now they can actually play hockey. 84. It's a lot of money for an 84. Let's see. Let's see if we'll do 2 years at $7 million. I'm willing to risk that. Also see kind of if he has any good chemistry. Pavelski's all going to be about the price. 2.5. 2.5 million to bring back Pavelski. I'm kind of fine with that. Let's do 2.25. I think he says yes. And he basically just going to make our 4th line a little bit better. Now, we need 2 more guys on the 4th line. Could be Rubtsov and Gambrel. Rubtsov wants 900K. Done deal. Gambrel's going to ask for under $1 million. 1.8. Yeah, it's just too much money. I'm going to let him go. I think, yeah, Grunstrom's same rating. And wants 1.2. Anderson Dolan, I mean, he could play 4th line. Same with Tyler Mann if he gets better. Chekovich here, 800k. So, yeah, I'd rather save some money with that fourth line. Grunstrom will let go. Brett Leeson, Kupari, these guys can also all grow. They're asking for over $1 million. I'm just going to qualify them. Now looking at defensemen here, guys, you can see most of them need a new contract. Ryan Merkley, we have to lock up. 10, 6, 7 years. Wow, it doesn't really... I mean, 1 year is slightly cheaper. It's probably not even worth it, though. You want 7. Let's offer $10 million right on. I think he'll end up being a 90, especially if he keeps playing with Pelech. He's going to get better. Shea Theodore, $12 million. Oh my goodness. I think we can maybe make it work. Let's see what Adam Pelech wants. 5K. Jeremy Waugh here could be bomb pair guy for us. 850K. I mean, worst case is a good AHL defenseman. Drysdale should not want a lot. Oh wow, can we get Drysdale locked up to something stupid? Kind of like Perfetti? And we can. Okay, so hopefully we can make up for the Johnson Mears mishap. I mean, we only need him for 5 years. So 5 years, 1.2 million. We'll see, I guess, if there's like that glitch, because if Drysdale's at least grow to like 83, then there's definitely something going on. Alexiak, I'd rather just give ice time. AHL dudes. Jacobs here, 2078. He's looking like he's actually going to be a pretty good defenseman. And now in terms of the goaltending, guys, Wallstedt needs a new contract. He was a backup last year. I was going to say, yeah, he can't really ask for much. He hasn't proven it, but he is an 85. He's going to get good. Do we get ahead of it now? 5 years? 3 years is pretty nice. I mean, we could also have him super cheap for the next 2 years, and then, like, cap will go up or whatever. So let's do 2 years, 1.4 for our starter. And then Allenfeld, I think, honestly, will be the backup. So 85 overall starter combined with the backup, making $2 million. Marketing, I think, was pretty good in AHL. Leave him as the starter. Butsayev there is going to back him up. So we'll advance the day. See what happens with all this. Oh, wow. So AHL head coach doesn't like the offer, but he accepts. Liam Foodie's coming back to the AHL team. Pavelski wants more money. Denisenko's signing. Same with Kaprizov. Rupsov, Kupari, Waugh. Johnson accepts the 1 year. Same with Beniers. Jacobs there, HLD man. Drysdale accepted the 5 year deal. Merkley accepted as well. Perfetti. So if him and Drysdale grow, which they really should, we have them on absolute steals. Wallstedt wants more money. Okay, so for the most part here, basically you got everybody locked up. We have 17.2 million. Okay, so I'm going to give Wallstedt exactly what he's asking for the 2 years. Now, defensively, Theodore, Pelech, 17 million for them. I think forwards, yeah, everyone's locked up. Johnson, 1 year, 8.2. Beniers, 1 year, 4.5. Fetty there on an absolute steal at the 1.5. Try 2.4 for Pavelski. That should work. And then defensively, like I was saying. So Drysdale, I think he's going to be getting called up. 17 million. I think we have enough actually to sign Theodore and Pelech. It's really close. I really don't want to lose Pelech just because I think that +5 to Merkley is so huge. So we'll try 2 years at 5 million. There we go. Pavelski's coming back, so he'll be the 4th line center. Pelech rejected. Wallstedt there does accept. So I'm not for Theodore here. 5 years, 11 million. I feel like it's more important to get him locked up than Pelech, just because he's the better guy. He's also playing every special team, where Pelech didn't even play PKs just because he didn't have a good team fit. Literally, it was just the +5 for Merkley that I signed him for, or would sign him for. Theodore wants to test free agency. We gave up so much for him. Oh my. Let's try 2 years, 5.25 on Pelech. He's coming back. We have 10.5 to sign Theodore. Let's offer him 7 years. I mean, it doesn't really affect us. Let's offer him our max and just hope he says yes. If not, maybe we can get him free agency or another defenseman like him. I mean, we won a cup, so we can't really be too upset. And yeah, he still says no, wants to test free agency, so that's kind of a bummer. We're looking at free agency now, guys. See who's available. Hintz there, 88, wants 13.5. Quinn Hughes wants 13.5. He's an RFA. Same with Heiskanen, both 89 overall. Dubois a UFA. Theodore there, 12.2. 2 teams interested. I mean, we can make our offer and, you know, see what he says. Jacob Slavin we could also get. Aaron Ekblad, 29 years old, 89 overall. So he's the same... What? He's actually overall higher than Theodore, 10.9. Maybe we just go for Ekblad. He's actually from Windsor, so my hometown. I'm going to offer probably all these defensemen our max offer and just, you know, hope one of them says yes. We'll do it on Theodore as well. I'm going to give them all exactly the amount of years they want. Jacob Slavin only wants the 3 years there. So we'll give him that, and hopefully one of those defensemen says yes to us. And out of curiosity, I'm curious what goalies are available. Mackenzie Blackwood's the highest rated one. Interesting. 86. Shishkin as well. Demko, Sorokin. So it looks like Gustafson. I'm actually trying to remember who we traded him to. I have no idea we traded him. I think New Jersey it was. Must have signed a contract with them, so that's pretty cool. And look at this, guys. I'm checking out two-way players. You've actually got a lot of low 80s there. So we could sign a couple just to give us more chemistry options for the NHL, because AHL doesn't really matter too much. Defensively there, no one really young. Vladi I see. Goaltending-wise, really none of these guys worth signing. So I'm going to wait on two-ways just because I want to sign them and somehow it mess up with the amount of money we have. So I want to wait and see what the three defensemen say. Then I'll just get the best two-way guys I can afterwards. I think it's kind of the safer play for us. Again, I'm happy with any of the three. Slavin. Okay, so Slavin accepts. And look at that. Ekblad appreciates your interest, so I go with another team. I'm looking for a team that's more of a playoff contender, to be honest. Yeah, we just won back-to-back cups there, and no big deal. And then Theodore didn't offer enough money with the Penguins. Okay, so Jacob Slavin coming in for Theodore. I'm happy with that. And so look at free agency now, guys. You can see our cap space, $775,000. Hopefully that can at least get us some two-way guys. I see Tarasenko's actually in free agency. Still, you know, a little salty about trading. What are you going to do? Owen Power there. Looking for a contract. Brad Marchand, I mentioned to you guys. I thought about getting the deadline just because the 98 points. Apparently it's gone up. I feel like he'd be a pretty good player, but you can see a lot of other stuff has definitely gone down in rating. So, two-way, let's see if we can grab some people here to help us out. Adrian Campe, 81. Carl Grunstrom, 81. Campe is actually just looking for the minimum. So, yeah, I think he could be really good help on the fourth line. Grunstrom will make the offer. It's 200K short, so you might say no, but honestly, that's fine. Role of fourth line, I think, is preferable to depth because it means that's kind of where they're supposed to be. Adam Gaudette, again, if these guys say no, we just throw them in the AHL. Roster spots, yeah, we have a lot. We have like at least 10 to go with. Zub here, he's 29, so honestly, I'd rather just probably AHL guys get that ice time. Let's look and see if there's anyone decent potential now. Two low elites. I think they're both worth signing. Same with Tomasino. Grew. Bergeron only 74 at 24. That sucks. Two Red Wings prospects there that just didn't pan out. Making offers on the two low elites along with Tomasino and Bach. If we have enough contract spots, I'll sign Grew and Bergeron. Kind of just cuts. I'm a Red Wings fan. Defensively, Caden Korschak, 2478, medium top 4. Is he not an RFA? Oh, he is an RFA. Okay, well, I mean, we might as well throw it out there, and I doubt they, you know, say yes, but I doubt they let us have him for free, but still. 2270 low top 4. This guy's actually pretty solid. Regan, 2268 is not bad. Honestly, all these low top 4s are probably worth signing. Bornfoot as well here, 2478. He's got high top 6. He can usually get up to about an 80. So he could be a bottom pair NHL guy for us. 1953. That guy, I might honestly not sign because it's going to take him so long to grow. Kozanov, 2271. We'll do him. 2268. I'll probably just leave. So we'll see who says yes from all of this. Tomasino went with the Ducks instead. They offered him more money, which is fair. We didn't really have enough to offer. Owen Power. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we could get Owen Power on the team. We have to go up Thomas, we actually got from the Red Wings. We also have to sign Owen Power though, which is a bit of an issue. 86 overall, why does it show him in England? Fourth rounder, I made him Canadian, I thought. Wow, as much as I want him, I don't think we can make it work cap-wise. Also, defensively wise, I mean, Pellich Lambos bottom, it just, as much as I want to do this, it just doesn't work. We don't have the cap. And then Thomas here as well, signed for 3 years. Hopefully, you know, can come up, be a cheap player for us. Adrian Campe got more money from the Islanders. I should have just offered Slavin like 200K less. This McTaggart guy, though, accepted. Same with Bayer. So we're getting some dudes. Grunstrom came back. Okay, so that's good. Gaudette, Bornfoot, Korschak went to Vegas. He was an RFA. Bach, Kozanov, Regan. Okay, so we're still getting some guys. It's not too bad. Again, we're going to have more than enough, I think, options for, like, the fourth line. And there you go. Grew said yes. Same with Bergeron. So I think we're done for this summer. We'll just have to see how everyone grows and then work out the lines. So we're at the start of next season now, guys. And as you can see, even after all those changes, team stats is still Bayer. Definitely a bit of a different-looking team. Took me a while to figure out the chemistry because I was getting a lot of minuses and stuff. But I think this is what I'm going to go with. So first line here, we got Timo Meier playing with Kent Johnson and Matthew Savoy. Second line getting a +3 is Bobby Brink, Braden Point, and Kaprizov. Third line's Perfetti, Beniers, and Denisenko. And then the fourth line's Grunstrom, Pavelski, and Rubtsov. There was actually a way I could get like a +3 on the third line as well. I forget exactly what it was. It might have been Meyer. That's what it was. But as you can see, first line we get a -2, so just a whole mess. Now our defense is absolutely stacked. Look at this. Seider-Merkley is the top pair. I'm actually going to have Merkley on the left side. He's more offensive. Pellich and Drysdale also get a +5. So Drysdale's playing like a 85, 23. Hopefully he can start growing again. 1.2 for the next 5 years. That'd be amazing for us. Slavin's making 10.5, playing bottom pair with Carson Lambos. Get a +3, so he's playing like a 91. I think that's the best defensive chemistry I've ever had. I mean, they roll all pairs, so everyone should get ice time. Slavin for sure is going to be playing on the PKs as well. Wallstedt there's our starter now, an 87 overall goalie. Allenfeld backing him up, so our 2 AHL goalies literally just graduated. What is Wallstedt making? Almost 1.5 for the next 2 years. So NHL team, I think that defense is going to carry. I mean, even the offense there, it's really good. I think Perfetti, as long as he grows, which he should, everyone in the top 9 there is 85 plus. AHL team, +3 on the top 6. Foot there. You can see everyone's pretty high rated. I mean, look at the bottom 6 even. Like, some really good players. Defensively, everyone's getting a +1. 380s there still on our AHLD. Marketing, our starter there, is a 79 overall. So I think both teams, are still solid teams even after losing a lot of pieces. I'll show you guys offense, defense, and goaltending rating. If you're wondering, captaincy hasn't changed. Pavelski's still wearing the C, and then Point and Meyer still wearing the 2 A's. Didn't lose any of our captain. So we'll take a look here at the overalls. I feel like defense should still be a 99, if not 100. 93. That's very interesting. I feel like, so that tells me offense, like if you have good 2-way guys like Bergeron, that definitely affects the defensive rating, because I feel like our defense should be higher than that, but that's fine. 97 offense, 80 goaltending. So I still think we have a very good team. We still have, some good young players coming up as well. I forgot to mention, but this Cal Jacobs guy, our top pair in the AHL, 20 years old, 80 overall, lowly potential, was a first-round pick back in 2023. So he's looking pretty good. Hopefully that low lead we took this year in the first round can kind of have a similar growth rate where he actually kind of grows like a medium elite. Then, of course, we got that Thompson guy we got from Detroit. He'll be coming up eventually, too. Or, sorry, Thomas. So, overall, I mean, we're looking pretty good. McNabb there, medium elite. I think we're in a good spot. Obviously, the 3-peat would be pretty amazing. Going to be, I think, tougher with this team. I don't think they're quite as stacked as last year's team, especially after the deadline. We got Ovi and Theodore. That team was just absolutely ridiculous. But that's where we end this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that sub button. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.